Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a clip of someone crying because they couldn't find a mobility scooter to rent for a fat liberation event that they were hosting. She goes on to say that it's medical fat phobia since there weren't any scooters available for her specifically. Some people think that mentality is ridiculous, and if she needed a scooter that badly, she should have brought her own. We're going to be watching that clip as well as taking a look at several random bonus clips, so be sure to stick around until the end. Before we proceed, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache. The caption reads, "Me crying because the entire city of Seattle doesn't have a mobility scooter I can rent to use at my own fat liberation event." Hey, that kind of rhymes. Bars. Medical fat phobia is real. It's medical fat phobia because they didn't have any scooters left? What? If we really need one that badly, why didn't we bring our own? We should probably own one in general if we need it that bad. Right, I appreciate that you're crying and everything, but someplace not having a scooter because they're all sold out isn't medical fat phobia. It's first come, first serve. Nobody's targeting you because of your size when they didn't have a scooter for you. Okay, so honestly, I think it's ridiculous to say it's medical fat phobia when a scooter rental place runs out of scooters. You guys knew that I would be coming here. So you ran out of scooters on purpose, specifically to stick it to me, a larger person. For some reason, they turned off comments on that particular video, so I'm gonna have to go to another video to see a comment about that one. Alright, as we can see, the comments are disabled on this post for some reason. I don't know. They either got a bunch of negative backlash or they anticipated that they would, so they turned the comments off. I don't understand when people do that. Like, you have the hottest take you can imagine, but I turned the comments off. Why? So we're gonna have to go over to this post, and this person asks, why can't you just buy the scooter you need so bad? Also, why did you turn comments off on that other video so we had to come to this video? Let's see what they respond with. I'm sorry, do you have an extra $15,000 lying around? Plus, they don't even ship that quickly. Jesus, have some empathy. Right, they may not ship that quickly, but I'm guessing this is not the first time we've needed a mobility scooter, so it's not like we just discovered this yesterday and we need them to ship one out immediately. We've already known about this situation, likely for years. This person responds to that by saying, sorry, us cripples have been doing it for years. And this person responds to that by saying, won't need a scooter if she eats in a calorie deficit. And then people start arguing in the comments about whether or not she actually needs a wheelchair. This person responds to them by saying, yeah, I have zero empathy for an obese person who can cure her disability but won't. And then after those people were arguing back and forth, the original poster, Chub Rub Clothing, responds by saying, hey y'all, I'm disabled and fat. People can be two things. Okay, so since comments were disabled on that other post, people had to come to a different one to argue about it. And as you can see, it doesn't work. You're like, I'll turn off comments on this one post. People will just go to other posts and be like, hey, why did you turn off comments on that other post? Or they'll just address their questions on a different post. Now we're going to be taking a look at some random bonus clips. POV, you go shopping, but you're not the biggest size. You're the smallest. Okay, so we went to a plus size store. Sorry, hold on. Okay, we went to a plus size store and it changed our lives. Oh my God, look at all those purses. Oh my God, this is crazy. We went to a plus-sized store and it changed our lives. Oh my God. Okay, right here we can see that she has a Bobby Hill purse, and it looks like he's got that look on his face from that episode where he's like, I don't know you, that's my purse. Give me back my purse, or whatever that. One of the best episodes of King of the Hill, where Bobby Hill goes to like a women's self-defense class, and then he starts screaming at people, I don't know you, that's my purse. He has that look on his face, and it's in purse form. Oh my God, it's brilliant. Okay, so I don't know anything about that plus-size store, but I do know that that Bobby Hill purse was dope. That's my purse. I don't know you. That was a great episode. Next. In this clip, she's showing a caption where she's responding to someone that says, question, how do you deal with your fupa dragging the ground? And she responds by saying, your mom carries it for me. The your mom jokes are still alive and well within this community. That person's mom carries her fupa for her. Gotti! Gotti! I guess. I don't know. That wasn't a nice comment, but your retort also was not a great retort. Is that like some kind of Medusa dress? I'm seeing snakes all over this thing. Why are there so many motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking dress? Motherfucker! Okay, in that post, she was responding to somebody insulting her. Let's take a look at some of the comments. The description reads, tell your mom I said thanks. Oh boy, we're bringing up people's moms. Oh geez. This comment says, people will tell you you are beautiful. They will tell you to ignore the haters. They will tell you they love you, but when your ailments catch up to you and you're dying alone, they will be silent. They will forget you. That's not very nice. They move on to the next and they will tell her she is beautiful. They will tell her to ignore the haters. They will tell her she is loved. You are just one person in the line of diversity quotas. Okay, that comment is saying your friends aren't really your friends. They're just trying to virtue signal or something. I don't know about that last line. You're just one person in the line of diversity quotas. She responds to that comment by saying, I have some really hard news for you, friend. Statements like yours are called projections, and they aren't really about me or anyone you aim them at. They're actually a reflection of how you feel about yourself. I have loved ones, chosen family, besties, partners, and a spouse. I am loved for who I am, regardless of my body. I truly hope you can find that one day. And then someone responds to her by saying, oh God, what level of delusion is this? No, people genuinely telling you that your lifestyle is unhealthy is not a projection. Stay in Delulu land, I guess, but it won't save you from an early, and then it shows a skull. Okay, a lot of these are fairly morbid, but it is a little wild to tell that dude that he was projecting when he said you're living an unhealthy lifestyle. I'm not saying his comment was nice. She responds by saying he didn't say my lifestyle was unhealthy. He said I would die alone and was only loved for false reasons. That's the projection. I'm only responding to his actual words. He said people will tell you they love you, but when your ailments catch up to you and you're dying alone, they will be silent. They will forget you. Okay, I don't think he's talking about your family. This person says, sorry, why is it always your mom jokes with these and not your dad jokes? I don't know. Bringing up your mom jokes in general is really unoriginal. Alright, here's a really weird comment. Hope this doesn't come as rude, but curious, what do you think of the song Fat by Weird Al? Offensive or positive anthem? I don't know. Are they gonna think that's a fat positivity anthem? Let's see. She responds by saying, could be either in the right context, but he definitely didn't write it as an anthem. We don't know if that was a fat liberation anthem or not. Weird Al might have meant it that way. And then this person responds by saying, I know it's a joke, but in the song he rejects usage of other terms, calls himself fat and proud, so it kind of makes sense. But as a song in general, is it something the community would find funny or no? What is this line of questioning? What are we doing? And then she responds by saying, okay, I definitely need to go listen again. Are we trying to convince people that are in this movement that the song Fat by Weird Al is actually a pro-fat liberation piece? That would be funny if you could convince all these people of that, and then they go around bumping that song. Another person responds to that comment and says, as a fat person, I love it, and it's a body-positive anthem for me. Okay, some people are listening to Weird Al's Fat and considering it a body-positive anthem. Dude, is that Weird Al in these comments? Is he tricking people into listening to his song under false pretenses? God damn it, Weird Al. I've never heard anybody claim that Weird Al's Fat was a body positive anthem before. I love it. Is that Weird Al in those comments? He's all like, I am obese and I think it's a wonderful body positive anthem. Trying to get that song to take off again? Next. Hi babes, just wanted to give you a quick update. Number 1, our manufacturer is still crazy backed up with orders. If you're ordering, please give your order 2 weeks to arrive. If you're waiting for your order, I'm so sorry for the delay. I am actively trying to solve this situation now. Thank you so much for your patience. 2, I'm in the middle of a chronic illness flare-up that's had me in bed for the last 24 hours. You may not realize this, but Chub Rub is literally just me, so naturally this is delaying things as well. Okay, so people bought clothes from you and you could not deliver because you were in the middle of a chronic illness flare-up that had you in bed for 24 hours. As they say, when it rains, it pours. Thank you for shopping from people instead of corporations, but please don't be surprised when we're human. Some things are worth the wait. Candace. Okay, so that's why my multicolored moo-moo has not yet arrived. God damn it! No, I'm just kidding. That's not what I ordered. Okay, so if you ordered clothes from her, they may not come on time because she's experiencing a chronic illness flare-up. Thanks for supporting me instead of shopping at a corporation, but unfortunately, I'm human, so you're not gonna get your shirt. Okay, I guess I'll go to the corporation next time. Next.
Fat for this weather.
She says she's too large for this weather.
My body is not built for 112 degrees.
I felt the same way back when I was living in a larger body. I could not stand the heat.
I am built for a crisp 55. Oh!
The struggle is real. Dude, I used to have the AC cranking 24/7.
Anybody who likes summer can genuinely grab a spoon, eat my ass.
Oh, why did you have to word it like that? Grab a spoon and eat your... Ah! God, that gave me such a visual. I'm using that in the future. I want to traumatize other people as well.
Ew!
Ew.
My air conditioning can't even keep up with this heat. Like,
my air conditioning could never keep up either. I had one of those window units. I actually made the mistake of turning it to all the way cold, which actually made it not as cold because the condenser would freeze up. So any of you that have a window unit that has an old school crank dial, don't crank it all the way. Crank it all the way, but then turn it back slightly. That's a little pro tip.
there's only so much you can take off!
Right, there's only so many clothes we can take off. But if other things are making us warm, we can address that as well by working to take it off.
Please! There's only so much you can take off. And to anyone sitting in your head right now, well, this is what it means to off. Go fuck yourself, go yourself, go fuck yourself.
Okay, but what do we say to those people besides go F yourself? If people are like, well, this is a good reason to lose weight, it'll help you cool off, why are we telling them to go F themselves? I mean, it is a little late to be bringing that up because I'm hot today, right now. Like, do you have a weight loss routine that can get me there within the next 15 minutes? Because I'm sweating right now, dude.
Your girl needs like an ice bucket challenge immediately.
Okay, so that was a very relatable thing, and when I was larger, that was probably my #1 complaint. I grew up in Southern California and lived down there for a long time. The heat was especially bad. It was brutal, man. Although it's plenty hot up here in Nevada where I live too. The #1 benefit that I saw after I lost weight was I wasn't hot all the time anymore. I could actually cool off. Although I could now experience this new phenomenon known as cold. I can be cold now. I can go to a river or a lake or a stream and try to lay in it, and I'm like, it's cold. God, it's cold. However, I can put layers on to warm up. When you're a certain size, you can only take off so much to cool off. Let's take a look at some of the comments. The description reads, some get hangry. I get hangry. What? That's the same word. Okay. This person says people built that body by the choices that they made. This person says, I mean, you could have went hard in the gym during fall and winter so you wouldn't have to deal with this heat. Lol. This person says, lose weight. That's it, or continue suffering. Easy, only depend you. It's amazing how many people don't know how to spell the word lose, and they say loose. Okay, so basically everybody in the comments is just like, well, lose weight, and then you won't be as hot. Which, at this stage in the game, is not really super helpful. She's currently in the heat right now, right? Like, so... Thank you, Captain Obviouses. She responds to the guy that said loose weight by saying, okay, Ralph Macchio. Someone corrects his spelling and says lose. Go read a book. Someone else calls him out. Loose versus lose. Look up the difference before you call others out. Hi, sister. I showed my aunt this video, and she said you might be menopausal. Lol. What? I believe that comes a little later on down the line. I'm too young. It's the SSRI and the 112-degree weather, unfortunately. It's just those things. 112 is stupid hot, though. I'm not going to pretend like that's not hot. That's hot as hell. I would be miserable in that. This person says, eat a effing salad. And she responds by saying, only if you do with me, Chad. Okay, and here's a picture of the guy that told her to eat a salad. I think you'll find that that's very common. 9 times out of 10, when someone's in your comments trying to make fun of your physical appearance, it's because they're very insecure about their physical appearance. Okay, and we're gonna wrap up the video right there. In that first clip, the person was crying because there were no mobility scooters available in Seattle, and she claimed it was medical fat phobia, which is really bizarre. They ran out of scooters, not to stick it to you or to anybody else, they just ran out, and if you really need a scooter that badly, maybe you should purchase one. Sounds like this isn't the first time we've needed one, so maybe we should just make that investment. We also saw some classic Yo Mama jokes being revitalized and brought back to life here in 2026. That's great. And in that final clip, that person had a ton of complaints about the heat, but either way, what do you think? Leave a comment below. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you have a great weekend. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.